Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jacqueline and this is Low Carb Lish. If you're new here, this is the channel where we take our favorite high carb foods and we make them into low carb versions to try to reverse type 2 diabetes and keep our blood sugars under control. For all of you regular family, hey, welcome back. So today is not going to be a food video. I've been promising y'all that I would show you the yard when it was done, and they are just about completely done, so we decided to go ahead and take a video because it's a pretty day today. We're getting a break from the rain and I wanted you to see all the flowers that are in. So this is the side yard, and when they first started this project, that wall there that is the timber wall was a railroad tie wall, and I had carpenter ants in it, and so that all had to be replaced. I also had a 5-foot sinkhole behind that wall because back in the day when they built this house, it was standard practice to bury the construction trash, which is fine and dandy until, you know, 10 or 15 years later when all that wood decomposes and the ground sinks. So we had to have that filled in. And then I went with fescue sod because I have always wanted a green grass yard. A lot of people down here have Bermuda grass, and I did too for years and years and years. And the Bermuda turns brown in the wintertime, and I wanted green grass all year. So I went ahead and got the fescue, and they put the sod in, and it has taken beautifully. I've only got a few spots in the backyard and a couple spots on the side yard that haven't completely filled in yet. But overall, I am in love with this. And it's going to get a little bit taller before they come and weed eat and cut it next week, because they wanted to make sure that it was really taking hold well, and it is. So one of the things that they did was, I don't know if you can see or not, but starting at the top of the hill along the side of the yard here, they put plants in the mulch, and that was just to sort of delineate the line between my property and the lot next to us. And then I hung a shepherd's hook down there under my tree, and I call this tree Beauty because she's a yellow maple, and when she shows out in the fall, she really shows out. But she creates so much shade that I had to have something there that was shade friendly, and so I picked out the pink flower basket and got a shepherd's hook and hung it there, and I'm really happy with that. So the next thing you'll notice is that I hung another basket here on a shepherd's hook, and I hung another basket way in the back there because that wall where those two walls meet, it just looks really sharp to me, and so I wanted the plant to kind of soften that area. And then I've got planters on this wall, and I'm planning to continue that all the way up the wall and come down. I may even do this lower shelf here, I haven't decided yet, but at least out to where the pink basket is. And then I've got these that are already planted, and these, I don't know if Jenny can get a close-up of these for you or not. I've got to be careful I don't fall over the hose here. But the little yellow and white flowers that you see in the back, those are called super bells. And we saw those out at a restaurant one day, and I absolutely fell in love with them. We had to Google them to find out what they were. And so I went to the nursery to see if I could find some, and come to find out that they come in all these other beautiful colors too. So I had that put in, and then I found this cute little sign at Ace Hardware, and it just tickled me because it was so little, so I stuck it in there because I just thought it was adorable. And then I've got this beautiful geranium plant here, and I'm going to try to find a basket so I can put her in a hanging basket. And I want to put another shepherd's hook here and just have her hanging so she'll be real close to this white railing here, because I think that'll be a nice contrast. And then I'm going to show you a yellow and a white basket that we've got hanging in the front right now, that this little one's going to go hang with her, so that we'll have a couple colors in that part of the yard. And then these are some, I think these are delphinium. And they're really pretty, but they're also in a pot that I'm going to have to repot them if I don't just leave them here and let them be pretty on the porch. And then y'all, these two buckets that are behind there, this is a story and a half. These are tuber roses, and my friend gave me these about 2 years ago, and I watered them and took care of them, and they never bloomed out for me. It's probably because they're too crowded in their pot and I never changed them out. But I forgot about them, and I left them on a shelf in my garage, And of course they didn't get watered, they didn't get sunlight, and I saw them and I was like, great, those are dead. So I was kind of sad about that, but I just left them there because I had so much going on. Well, about a week ago, I was cleaning out the garage and I saw these and there was green stuff in them, and I was like, and it was just a little bit of green. I was like, okay, if y'all are going to show me a little bit of green, I'm going to water you and give you some food. And now they're thriving. So this year I have to do the research on how to take care of these guys and find out where I'm going to plant them, because they're obviously perennials and they're very hardy and tough to kill. So I'll keep you updated on those as they get bloomed out. And we're going to turn the camera off and get in another spot of the yard, and then we'll show you what's happening over there. Alright, so now we're on one side of the house, and this has been an area that has driven me nuts for a while now, because as you can see, my gutter runs here, and the water runs off the rock and gets all down in here, and it hasn't been pretty and it hasn't been growing a lot of stuff. So we found some plants that are drought hardy and take full sun to put in between the monkey grass, which you can't see going all the way over, but as each of these plants gets smaller, they just continue to get smaller down there until they're disappearing. So I'm trying to decide if we're going to put a little more monkey grass in there and then put some plants between them. But I really like the way these turned out, and I like the way they're kind of spriggy, and I like the greenery and stuff against the rocks. So I'm pretty happy with that right now. And we're going to turn the camera off one more time when Jenny gets through showing you things. And then we're going to move to a place where you can see the front of the yard, which is really a hill for me. And you'll see what we've done there, and we'll be back. Alright, y'all, so this is the front of the yard. And as you can see, this is like a gully here. And I've had so many problems with water, irrigation issues, because I'm at the bottom of two hills, and this catch-all system that they have runs under the driveway and then goes to the creek on the other side of the street. And it was just one complete mess, and it had gotten so washed out and eroded from the water over the years that all of the roots and everything for the trees were showing. And I also had a couple of trees that had to be cut down because they were rotting and fell over and rotting and leaning really bad to where they were going to fall. So unfortunately, they had to take these two trees out, and then a third one that's down there that's completely gone. It was completely rotted because the water was running under it constantly. But anyway, they put in this black mulch here and over there, and they created like a faux creek for me with the stone. So where you see the mulch right now, the little bitty green things that you see are creeping phlox. And we planted those, and I think Jenny may be able to get a shot of the creeping phlox that's over by the other trunk. It's sprouting a little purple leaf for me. And it's so cute. So that's what's planted all in the ditch here, and there's pink and purple and yellow, and I can't remember the other color. But as the phlox grows and creeps as it's supposed to do, it will eventually cover all of the mulch, and you won't even be able to see the mulch. But for right now, you can see the mulch. So I had annuals put in here just because I like color, and I wanted to pop a color in the yard. So I'm going to lose most of these plants because they are annuals, but they're going to bloom through the season, and they're going to put a little cheer and happiness in my yard for this season. So I'm really happy about that. And I've got some plans, once the phlox grows up a little bit, I've got some plans on how I'm going to decorate the actual, what's supposed to be the water that's done in the brown rocks. So overall, I'm super happy with it. We're going to take one more break and go to the side yard so you can see the basket over there. And then I'm going to take you to little Miss Macy's yard, and y'all get to see her playing in her yard because they got her fence back up yesterday. So she is one happy girl right now. So we'll be back. Okay, y'all, so this is my side yard, and Jenny will pan over and show you. I hung a yellow basket there with a little orange butterfly in it that I think is super cute. And there's another white flower on the other side of it that you can't see from this angle. And in the corner behind the basket is where the little patch of fescue hasn't come in yet, but it is starting. If you can see, the green is starting to come up. And y'all, this stuff's so thick it's like a carpet. And this is the spot where I twisted my ankle. You remember when I did that? It was right here coming off the water in this grass, and I stepped off that and bingo bango, there we go. But anyway, that's the side yard, and that is the end of the front yard tour, and we're getting ready to go to the backyard so you can see Miss Macy play in her area. Okay, y'all, so this is the backyard video. Miss Grace, come heel. Good girl, come heel. No, you gotta heel. Come heel. I got your treat right here, but you gotta heel. Heel. Good job, good job. Good girl. Alright, y'all, so this is the backyard video, and Miss Macy is thrilled to have her yard back, and she's going to be even more thrilled in just a minute when I give her her sweet potato treat. She broke her heel. May, come here. Heel. Good girl. Good job. Excellent. So she is going to be running around here happy as a lamb in just a minute, and Jenny will do a little panning, I guess is what you call it, of the backyard, and we're going to walk over and I'm going to show you one of my pretty irises that bloom. I've been in this house for 3.5 years now, and that iris has never bloomed until this year, and it's gorgeous. So we're going to show you that one, and then we're just going to watch Miss Macy play. And I was going to tell you too that at the end of this video there's going to be a picture of a recipe that I'm working on, and I've just about got it perfected. And so we're going to pop a little picture of that up after the video, and you guys take a guess of what you think it's going to be in the comments, because it's going to be kind of fun to see what all you guys think it's going to be. I think you'll be surprised what it actually is, but I'm just curious to see what you guys think. So let's give Ms. Macy her treat, and then Jenny will give you a little pan tour of the yard. And y'all, please don't judge my yard because it's still a mess. It's not cleaned up. The furniture's all out of place. But I just wanted you to see Miss Macy running around and happy. So let me call her over and give her a treat. Mace, you want a treat? Yes. Yes. All right. There you go. All right. So she loves her sweet potato treats. And this is what the yard looks like now. If you guys go back to the video when we had Macy's water toy, you'll see that all the stuff that was in the yard is now gone, and so she has so much more room to play and everything. We're still working on watering the sod back here, because this was the other area I was telling you guys about that hadn't completely greened up yet, but it's doing, and it'll get there. So in a few more weeks it'll be all green back here too. So I'm going to walk over here and show you guys where this iris is that has bloomed out and made me happy. And it was kind of a surprise because, like I say, it hasn't bloomed in 3.5 years. And this year, Jenny, look, there's another one. Look. Oh, wow. So I've actually got 2 that are blooming. And this little guy, I need to deadhead this guy. Let me get in there and deadhead this one so the pretty shows. And I am new at this gardening stuff, y'all, so if I'm doing it wrong, y'all feel free to let me know, because I want to learn. But isn't she gorgeous? It's like a blush pink color. I just love her. So anyway, that's it, y'all. And we're going to sit down and see if Miss Macy runs around. If she does, we'll tape it for you. And if not, then we'll just post a picture for you, and we'll see you soon. Love you guys. Bye. So any footage you can get of her, feel free to do it. Are you loving that sweet potato, girl? That good stuff? Is that good stuff? I don't know if she'll do zoomies or not when she gets through eating. She ran so many times back and forth this morning, it's just making me dizzy. Aunt Jenny, my fence is back. Yes. Yay.
How long did it take? When did they start all this? Like when Coach took...
1st of January.
Wow.
So January, February, March, April. 4.5 months.
Is it worth it? It was worth it, wasn't it? Macy! So pretty. What you looking at?
I'm gonna go check the cement. Why are you doing that?
Still?
It feels like it's stronger than it was this morning. But yeah, I can still move this stuff on the top of my foot. We just have to be patient.
What do you see out there? Go, Macy! Go!
You get it, girl! Get it, girl! Get it, go, 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 go! Oh, girlfriend! Get it, girl! Get it, girl! Go, Macy!
She sounds like a horse galloping. She sounds like a horse galloping.
Oh, you got more! She is so happy, dude. Oh, my goodness!
Oh. Oh my gosh. Go. Vroom.
You happy, darling? Are you happy, darling? Yay, Macy! Come here. Macy.